You and I spoke about Venezuela last month, but I am curious on how voters feel about it 2 months out. And to refresh viewers' memories, at the beginning of the year, U.S. forces launched an attack on the capital of Venezuela. It resulted in the capture of Nicolas Maduro, the country's sitting leader. Currently, Maduro's in a U.S. jail. He faces drug, narco-terrorism, and weapons charges. And directly after the operation, President Trump said that the United States would be running Venezuela until we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. He also said that we would be heavily involved in the country's oil industry. I'm curious how voters feel about this now, 2 months out.
Well, it seems like voters are coming behind the Venezuela action more and more. So now close to 6 in 10 of voters believe that it was the right action to have been taken and uh, in the national security interest of the United States. And in general, when we tested several different concepts, and we will have fresh polling on Iran that we'll share with Forbes in the next 24 hours. But in general, there was support for America taking a strong stance against narco trafficking, especially in its own backyard in Latin America. The United States pressuring Mexico to do more to fight the cartels, which obviously it did recently. With the United States prohibiting Iran from ever acquiring a nuclear weapon, which had 7 in 10 supporting it. And in a similar fashion, the United States undertaking action in Venezuela. So the administration's foreign policy is seeing strong support or majority support, with one exception, acquiring Greenland and its push on Greenland, where only about 4 in 10 voters support that policy, and 6 in 10 voters or 7 in 10 voters, depending on which questions you ask, basically believe that there's inherently more value in a strong NATO alliance and strong relationships with our European partners than there is in going after Greenland. And so, except for Greenland, most of the initiatives that the administration has score majority support. And again, restraining the global influence of China and Russia, and obviously stopping Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon, which is one of the key rationales for the action in Iran, have support among 7 in 10 of voters and sometimes even more.